Hi, this is Conrad Bradford. I'm at the Capsule Show, and I'm with
Undra of Undra Celeste New York.
beautiful Undra. We wanted to find out a little bit more about your collection, and who better to speak about it than you?
Right. So my collection, this is actually a mixture of fall and like holiday. My collection is called The Bright Side. Obviously, for one of the most obvious reasons, we have a lot of bright color, grounded in black, some really cool florals. But the collection was inspired by the women in my family. My family is from South America, Guyana, and when they came over here, a lot of them worked as, domestic hands, until before they got their careers going and their families going. But one thing that they always found joy in was their clothes. So regardless of what adversities they were facing throughout their day, on the weekends, they would dress up, and that would be their bright side, like their family. It was always families, a lot of them. It was, family and food and culture and partying. I like to say they kind of transformed it into like Diana Ross and Donna Summer. So that's the woman that I aim to dress, but at the same time, not necessarily the woman she's going out.
Diana Ross and Donna Summer.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like, how would they dress just during the day? And that's what I think.
That's a good question. I've never seen Diana Ross in the day yet.
What? So this is like going back a little bit to the disco.
Yeah, but it's not disco in terms of like this is what you wear to the disco, but this is the woman who goes to the disco, what she would wear in the day.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm looking at the garment you're wearing, and this is a really stunning piece. This is one of your creations? Does it have a name?
Not really. It's just called the puff blouse.
Okay, the puff blouse. Okay, that works.
Well, it's got what it has is this little thing on the shoulder.
Yes.
What is that called?
It's just kind of like, because the fabric is a silk, like organza, so we, organza allows you to manipulate it. Organza allows you to manipulate it a little bit, so we kind of manipulated it into this really cool
Is that a certain type of style, though? Because I see it before. I don't know what it's called. Where you have the little puff on the shoulder.
I don't know if it has an actual name. I don't think so, but it's,
maybe not.
So do you design...
Yeah, it's cool.
Do you style for yourself and then it blends into your line, or are you just looking for things that you just like?
When I first started, I did. Like, I started my very first collection 4 years ago, styling for myself. Like, I've been like, okay, what are some really cool, because my brand aesthetic is what I call bold, modern, and contemporary. So that's the way I dress. Like, I like to look modern with a touch, in contemporary apparel, but it always has to have a touch of boldness. Like the puff, either it comes in the color, or you'll see it in embroidery, or you'll also see a lot of gold in my collection. So, so that's the way,
It's come together.
It comes together. So initially, but as the brand is growing, I have to respond to what the customers love. They do like the bold and the color, but a lot of times they're like just grounded with something black, like these cool, like...
Yeah.
Those are cool. Those are like culottes. Really? So,
just real quick, couple things. You said you're you're bringing it from South Africa. You said what
South
is it?
America.
Oh, South America.
Yeah, Guyana.
Well, so what is it about where Guyana? Mm-hmm. Guyana that you can see in your patterns and in your design.
I think color. Like,
color.
It's a very vibrant country.
You got a bright, almost a hot pink, old-fashioned hot pink, and yellow.
Why don't you take us through some of the garments here?
Absolutely. The first thing I can take you through is this is what we kind of say like to ground with. Like, if you're wearing... Again,
transparent.
It's very transparent. It's mesh. It's turtleneck. You wear it with a nice little, low-cut tank top or like a broad top, depending how risque you are. But this is one of the things that ground us. And then, like, here is one of my, I would say, best-selling dresses. It is hot pink, and then it has like a little keyhole, and then you wrap
a little keyhole.
Yeah, it depends on the girl, honestly. The keyhole doesn't show as much if you don't have as much.
In the back, yeah.
But if you're...
It's in the back, right?
No, this is the front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you kind of, and then you tie it. So that's another little detail that
this is like a turtleneck kind of thing?
It is. This is a turtleneck. Last year, let me show you the last year version if it's here. This is one of our best sellers. So this is the V-neck.
all black.
Yeah, this is the V-neck version. And then this year we're updating it and doing it with
Is that coming back, the V-neck thing? I don't know. I've seen a lot of people wearing it, but...
Yeah, because that's like this area right here is always a flattering part of
Yeah,
women.
yeah.
Like, you know, whether
Show a
you
little
have
skin.
big bust, little bust, you know, it's not like the legs or anything, like it has to be a certain way. Like right here, the neck is always like, you know, on most women really flattering. So I think V-necks are here to stay.
Question for you. This looks like a bit of a wrap dress. Is that what I'm looking at?
It is wrapped, yeah, but only the top is wrapped. So the bottom of it is it's kind of like more of a pencil bodycon
Now,
style.
looking at the pieces that I've seen you pull out here, I would have to say that this is a very youthful feel, and it's also a potentially very single feel.
What do you mean single?
Well, some of the items are a little bit on the risque side, maybe, which is not a bad thing, but I'm just saying that for women who are married and people who are not going to be out there in the dating scene, some of the items seem like they could be a little on the edge.
Really? I don't think so. Like I
That's
have
you,
like,
Conrad.
yeah, like look at
You're-
these.
you're
look
too
at
old.
These, look at these awesome pants. Like you could be married, single, and here.
Well, these are beautiful. I like these culottes.
Great printed dress. You know, this dress, a lot of people's like, oh, it looks kind of matronly on the hanger. Actually, when you put it on and it belted, it looks so amazing.
No, these choices are definitely not what I'm talking about. But
So
I agree,
everybody,
yeah.
everybody can shop.
How about this one now?
Yeah,
for
this is
example?
almost something Hillary Clinton could wear.
the green version to the turtleneck.
No, you like turtlenecks.
Oh, yeah,
Because
that's
you like
interesting,
things
yeah.
finished. You don't want to have anybody disturb the look. I notice what you're wearing now is complete.
Like a mock neck.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I like turtlenecks. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, one other item here. You have to tell me about this one.
This is so during the show, this definitely was the finale dress, and it was a culmination of everything here. The stripes are colors that were throughout the entire line, and then you know this whole fringe thing. This
Yeah, it's got this
really short.
fringy thing from like the 30s or
Yeah,
something.
so we have this awesome fringe. Another nod to, you know, Miss Diana Ross. She was a
Oh, yeah.
She loved fringe, and then we took the fringe and just braided it at the neck and the sleeve.
I like your style. It certainly has its own flavor, and that's important to be identifiable in the crowd.
Yes, thank you so very much. Okay.
Question for you. Do you have a website?
Yes.
And if so, maybe you want to tell us what it is.
Yes, so it's www.undracelesteny.com. So that's UndraCelesteny.com.
Oh,
Great.
NY on the end. Great.
Love it. Love it.
You're listening to the UnCommonCore podcast. Our Instagram is Instagram/UnCommonCore podcast. This and more, including links, pictures, and personal essays, can be found on our webpage at www.uccpodcast.com or uncommoncorepodcast.com.
I'm here at the Capsule Show, and I'm with...
Annie Ponce de Leon. Yeah, I'm Spanish. Yeah,
from Uruguay.
from Uruguay.
Does that mean that the fashions are manufactured in Uruguay?
No, we manufacture in Vietnam and we are a Miami-based brand. I live in Miami, so we started the brand in Miami.
And what's the name again? Felicia.
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 Yeah, Felicia.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit about the concept behind Felicia.
Okay, we do 100% linen clothes for women. We are like, as we are a Miami-based brand, we are like a beachy resort wear style for our weather, like warm weather. And we are like very clean styles and very feminine. Yeah.
Now, are you wearing anything from the collection?
Yes, of course. I'm wearing the ruffle top with our Palma short. Yeah.
You wear them well.
Huh?
You wear them well. I like the... No, what part of the process are you involved in? Are you in the designer?
I'm the designer. I'm the owner of the brand. So I'm in the complete process of selling on the production. I work together with a factory in Vietnam, very close. So I'm on top of everything.
No, the fabrics are not coming from Vietnam. You have to send the fabrics into Vietnam?
Yeah, the fabric, we use linen, we buy in China and we send it to Vietnam. And there in Vietnam, we hand dye all our pieces by hand. So we get this washed look, which is like relaxed and.
Well, that's something about the linen that makes it unique. I was wondering what it was, but it's the fact that it's linen. Most of the material is linen.
It's linen.
It falls and looks a certain way on
Yes.
people. It's got that sort of a look and sort of a style that makes it really different than cotton and different than the other fabrics. Is it all linen?
It's all linen. We just work with linen.
Right.
I mean, our collections are 100%
Why
linen.
did you choose linen? I mean, I think linen is great fabric.
I
If
think
could
it's
afford
something
all
it
the time,
doesn't.
I get it.
I mean, it's a fiber.
It's timeless.
It's timeless, and people know about it. They know how
Right.
to wear it. They know how
So
to
you made
treat
the choice
it.
to go with the linen, and then that was it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So where are you getting your linen from? What part of the world?
China.
No, I'm curious. Do you know the story behind the Benetton brand?
No, I don't.
Because Benetton apparently, and this is something that you probably can feed into, is that as you know, every fashion season has colors, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you can make your garments in linen and you can wait till the very last minute to then dye them.
Yes.
And that is how you can be right on target before anyone else, correct?
Yes. I mean, we sell a lot of white because linen is white.
Right.
And mostly now in where we are. But we also use we like the colors, and every season we offer different colors, and we even like make reds and bright colors because it's the way to give character to our to the line. Yeah.
Is the dye
Fantastic.
is the dye from Vietnam?
Yeah, we hand dye and washed the.
So it's a Vietnamese dye.
Yeah. And produced in Vietnam. We also sew in Vietnam.
So I'm curious, what is the most difficult task you have as an owner of a brand of this type?
Keeping our line clean and timeless, like reinventing our styles, our clean styles each season. I mean, we have our best sellers and the pieces we sell the most, but we have to give some difference between our collections, keeping this collection like clean and stylish and timeless.
Well, it does have those qualities. It certainly is pretty nice. Do you have a website?
Yes, we do.
What's your website?
It's www.shopfelicia.com.
Shop, SHOPFELICIA.com.
Yes.
Wow, and they could buy, a regular
Yeah.
person could go there,
Yes.
not just business.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, Felicia, I really like what you've done. You know, there are a lot of people selling in this show, but you're in a position where you can really evolve and fine-tune what you've done. How long have you been in business?
With Felicia, like 3 years, but I've been in the fashion and the production and for 15 years.
So Felicia is a very new upstart.
It's quite new.
Did you do something before this?
Yes, of
What
course.
What'd you do?
I was a designer of underwear.
An underwear designer.
I still do it also. I develop underwear in China, like the white label for very big department stores.
Okay, interesting.
Now, I'm curious. I know that you have a line here that seems to be exclusively women. Is there any possibility that you might introduce a men's line?
Yes, there is. Yes, yeah.
No, I don't see any.
Kids line, the girls line.
Kids?
We do, yeah. We have a collection, one collection per year, a mommy and me collection. So this is something we do every year because it's our styles are also like.
Translate to both the child and the mom. I know there are many parts of the country, the world that speaks Spanish, but where are you from? Uruguay.
Yes, you said that, Uruguay,
Yeah.
right.
No, I'm
You're
curious.
there now. You're living there
No,
now.
no.
In Miami.
Oh, you live in Miami.
I'm from
now.
Uruguay, but I live in Miami now. So I started the brand in Miami.
No, Uruguay, from what I know, I purchased a garment many decades ago, and it was a knit item. It was actually a blazer, a wool knitted blazer, and it was very, very advanced. And when I looked at the label and I said Uruguay, I wanted to know why would it come from Uruguay, and I realized that there's a tremendous amount of Italian textile type of situations down there. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience?
Yes, Uruguay is very strong in leather, in wool. We do many, we manufacture this kind of products, and we still do it, and we do it very well. I mean,
Interesting. Thank you very much. Thanks for the interview.
Okay, we're here at the Capsule Show, and we are here with...
Kat.
That has a last name.
Williford.
Williford.
Williford. It's British, apparently. from
Sounds
what I hear.
British.
Yeah.
So we'd like to know a little bit more about your brand and the story behind it. How did it come into creation, and when did you start?
So Pamut was started when I was living in Hungary, and it actually means cotton in Hungarian. So I started over there. Yeah, I started over there selling organic t-shirts, and then I broke up with my Hungarian boyfriend and decided it was the perfect time to move back to the States. And then I expanded to do organic wovens, and now I have lots of different fabrics and hand dyes and screen prints. So.
From my knowledge of Hungary, it's like a textile mecca, and the prices are insanely low.
Well, they do have a lot of hemp. That's their main fiber, although I'm not a huge hemp fan just because it's not very soft. So I did import my fabric actually to get a good organic fabric.
And what fabric do you use again?
It's mostly cotton, organic cotton.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the organic cotton? What does that mean, organic cotton?
So all of the cotton I use is GOTS certified organic, and that's a standard of certification. That means that it was grown non-GMO, no pesticides used, no harmful dyes used, and that the workers are treated fairly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All that. All right. And you said it's hand dyed?
Yeah, a lot of it is hand dyed, and I also do a lot of block printing and screen printing. So these pieces here with the patterns are block printed, which means that I carve out a block. Traditionally it's carved out of wood, but I use linoleum because it's a lot easier to carve, and then I print ink onto it little bit by little bit.
You have that, you do that yourself in your own little
in our studio. It's all done in-house in the studio. Yeah.
That would be here in the US, or?
Yes, I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Now I'm curious, is this your first show here?
It's my second show at Capsule.
So you were very happy with the response last time you were here?
Yeah, I mean, I think with the first show, your goal has to be realistic because no one knows who you are, but I was happy with how it turned out, so.
Now looking at some of these creations, they seem like they're very yoga-centric, am I right?
The tees definitely are more yoga-inspired. People love, especially for winter season, I tend to do more of a focus on yoga for the tees because people still wear them over winter to work out.
And your choice of colors are quite stunning. I like the kind of the pastel-y, washed out kind of look, kind of like, I've had this for years, I just threw this on today.
Yeah, I know, I'm definitely a fan of color, and those are hand dyed in-house as well, so that gives them a lot of fun texture.
Where did you come up with the ideas for the design itself, for the pattern that you're using? Did you come up with those yourself?
I do, yeah, I hand draw them first, and then they're screen printed. And those,
Who is this? The two little kitty cats?
Yeah, I know, a lion and a tiger, or a cheetah and a tiger, yeah. I just take inspiration from mostly nature for the prints. So that one definitely jungle inspired.
It's funny, I noticed that you have a pocket on a few of them, and my wife, she will not buy any t-shirt or any of these type of garments without a pocket. So I think that it's a way of also distinguishing yourself from the group of products that are out there without that utility pocket.
I'm a huge pocket fan. I try to put pockets on everything, so.
Interesting. Okay, well that's great. What's the website?
It's PamutApparel.com. I'll give you guys a card.
Okay, we're at the Capsule Show, and we are at the La Grotta swimwear, is that correct? La Grotta. That sounds Italian.
No, it's Spanish.
Spanish.
Gota means drop of water.
It means what?
Drop of water in
Gota
Spanish.
means drop of water.
Yeah.
And your brand is Gota Swimwear.
Yeah, but in drop of water swimwear, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So we want to know the story behind the brands. Is this your first time at the show here?
Yeah, it's our first time.
So tell us how you came together as a founders and how you came to this idea.
So I'm from Puerto Rico. She's from Venezuela, Maria Claudia. We met in Florence doing a fashion design camp when we were 14 and 15 years old.
2 years ago? 2 years ago, right?
I wish. No, but yeah, we met in camp and then we parted ways. We stayed friends. And then after college, she studied in SCAD in Georgia. Right? In Savannah. I went to school in DC, but then we came together and we decided she wants to eat your microphone.
Yeah, you have
beautiful.
a little dog with you. What's the name of the dog?
Lima.
Lima?
Yeah.
Like Lima, Peru?
Uh-huh.
A lot of dogs here. That
Yeah. So yeah, and then we decided to create the brand and it's been 2 years since.
No, you could have created anything. You have a fashion background, right?
She does.
Okay. No, you chose swimwear because
Because as I said, she's from Venezuela, I'm from Puerto Rico, so we grew next to the beach, and yeah, it's something that we've always liked, the lifestyle. I think it's also part of the Latin culture, to be very, very attentive about your...
They try to make everybody feel like confident and sexy in their swimwear, and I feel like it's what catches everybody's eye because it's not your average swimwear. It's something that you kind of go bold, but you also feel good in it, and it's like a good fit. And I've been helping them out since the beginning, and each time they take out a new collection, this is their fourth one, it's it gets more amazing. The fabrics are even better quality. They improve each time. The fit is really good for all body sizes. So if you can see, the colors are very vibrant. The patterns are very, they're very detailed and they have a lot of character. And I think as Latin women, we have that character ourselves, and I think it shows in the swimwear.
Now I'm curious, it looks like these are digital prints. So that means you're creating the artwork?
Yes, we are creating everything. We get together at the beginning of the collection and then we make, we pick a topic and then from that we develop our collection. So this was damselflies and dragons. So you can see
It
the whole
was what in dragons?
damselflies.
Damselflies.
Yeah.
Like dragonflies.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay.
So that's our inspiration for our season 4.
And real quick, can people wear these off the beach into the club or outside just doing things as well? I mean,
Definitely. We've been getting a lot of feedback with that. We've seen a lot of bloggers wearing them with jeans as a bodysuit, and they look very nice.
Yeah, that's a trend.
Yeah. So you can wear them with skirts, with pants. I think it's cool. And then as you can see, we did these long sleeve ones because for girls that go to the beach and, kite surf, they can be comfortable, for everyone.
No, I'm curious about something here. This might be an idea for you. Especially for the items that are t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirts. Any SPF factor in any of those fabrics? Really? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, all of our fabrics are SPF 40, so you won't get a tan underneath the fabric. Yeah, it protects you.
Okay, that's all right.
No, which one of you actually creates the art that goes onto this?
Okay.
It's a true collaborative effort. Yeah.
How long have you been in business, you said?
2 years.
2 years. And this is your first capsule show?
Yes.
Okay. And you have a website?
Yes.
Okay,
Gotcha.
so your website is LAGOTTAS swimwear, SWIMWEAR.com. I'll put a link on the website. And where can they see it? I mean, apart from the website, are you in stores? Huh?
Our Instagram account.
Oh, Instagram.
Yeah.
But in person, where can they see
Oh,
it?
in person, it depends. We have a couple of wholesale stores in Miami and in Latin America. Also, yeah, we're gonna be here.
We're in Miami.
We have Concrete Bungalow
Concrete Bungalow.
in Wynwood.
Okay.
There's a hot spot.
Yeah.
And
There's a site that says stockist, and then you can see there, like depending on the location,
Right.
where we are.
okay, and they can buy it from the website as
Yes.
well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Nice
Thank you
meeting
so
you.
much.
You want to take one of these?
You always bring me down whenever you're around. You drag me to the ground. Up since yesterday, thinking of different ways to say you're a fake, you're a fraud, you're a fool, and you know it's true. Late for work, so I cut in line, flipped off the cop and then ran the sign. I've decided I'm not putting up with your shit anymore, because you always bring me down whenever you're around. You drag me to the ground, and you make me kick and scream, punching holes through every dream, till there's nothing left but you. Raise the flag, alert the guard. The princess is tilting this house of cards, and it all seems predestined to fall once the stack gets too tall. The more we fray, the more it sways, shaking and breaking with each passing day. And I'm not gonna sit here and wait for the walls to cave in, because you always bring me down whenever you're around. You drag me to the ground, and you make me kick and scream, punching holes through every dream, till there's nothing left but you. You always bring me down whenever you're around. You drag me to the ground, and you make me kick and scream, punching holes through every dream, till there's nothing left but you. You make me sick.
Be a patron at our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/UnCommonCore. And if you would like to see Tom and Q cross the country in a van, you can find 10-minute videos of the trip at www.goingyonder.com. GOINYONDER.com. You've been listening to the Uncommon Core podcast with Thomas Howell. I'm Sato Smith. Thank you for listening.